Okay.
Let's do it.
Yes, 1 second. All right, so now we'll announce that we're there, and we're probably gonna land in the space together with our Zoom participants as it is 7:01. So you can go ahead and welcome everyone, Xavier.
Okay, welcome everyone. I see Candace. Good morning, good morning. Adam, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining
Good morning,
on this
brother.
Memorial Day. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, grand risings. If you have not already, you can join the WhatsApp group. And as you come in, if you could just grab a pencil and some paper if you don't have one already. Good morning, good morning. Adam, good morning.
We're also
Facebook, good morning. Facebook, good morning as well. It's so good for you to join us on this Memorial Day. And I look forward to getting into this topic of the 7 inches and the 7 P's. See who else have coming in. Wendy, good morning. Afua, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, peace and blessings, family.
Good morning, Teresa. Thanks for joining us.
It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, together, we're learning, discerning. We're striving. Together, together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together, together.
All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a 30-minute session, so we're gonna jump right into it. So 7 inches and 7 P's. I know some of y'all came because we know, or we thought that it's about a certain thing, a certain 2 things. And what I will say is this: although the topic is 7 P's, sorry, 7 inches and 7 P's, they're actually 12 P's. But I didn't want to name the session 12 inches and 12 P's because then that would be a completely different level. So let's jump right into it. First of all, again, good morning to you all. If you have not already, please join the WhatsApp group. That's going to be a way for us to stay connected after this session. And so, yeah, let's jump right into it. All right. So first and foremost, I want to say this: the 7 inches and the 7 P's being X-rated. It's obviously some sexual innuendos. There's obviously some things in there that when you read it, you're probably like, oh, let me see what that's hitting for. Let me see what that's about. Right? But it's a lot deeper than what you see. because this particular topic is something that has literally dragged me down and built me up over the past few weeks and few months. And so while it is 7 inches and 7 P's, we're going to discuss what it means. So the 7 P's, I'll start there. The 7 P's are: piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance. Piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance. And I just typed that in the chat. Now, before today, we've come to sessions and we know we've talked about chaos and order. We've talked about how to identify chaos. We've talked about how different ways to get your life back in order. But honestly, for me, I realized that it's not possible for me to do anything with anybody, even with myself, if the 7 inches between my ears are not together. And on the other side, if I am creating a lifestyle that's built around piss poor performance, piss poor preparation, that's promoting piss poor performance, there's no way for me to get chaos. There's no way for me to take my life from chaos to order. And so for you that came today, expecting 7 inches to be infiltrated into something special, what I want you to understand is that what we're talking about is the 7 inches between your ears. So my first question is this. Given that we're coming out of a pandemic, everybody's been at home, everybody has just been quarantined, and mentally we've just been spent. And so my first question to the group is this: during this pandemic, what excuses did you tell yourself to keep you from getting that one thing done that you wanted to do? That you wanted to do. And for me, it was completing my book. So my question is, during the pandemic, what was the one thing? Let me get the question right, sorry. During the pandemic, what was an excuse that you told yourself that prevented you from making any progress during the pandemic? What was an excuse that you told yourself that prevented you from making any progress on getting anything done? I see Chantel one. I'll have time to get to it. For me, it was being in the house, working virtually, and understanding that mentally I was dying inside. You know, we're dying inside when we're quarantined in our homes, and so it's been a very, very interesting time for us all.
Good morning, Xavier.
Good morning, Jen. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I will not complain.
Okay, good. I will share that during the pandemic I was working a lot alone because of the quarantine. So my excuse was always I'm exhausted. I'm too tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm too tired. That's something I tell myself every day, even not during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Sure. Thank you.
Stacy, as a grand rising, kings and queens. The question was, what was the excuse that you told yourself during the pandemic that prevented you from making any progress on things and goals that you wanted to accomplish? And so I just wanted to get some of the thoughts out there so that I can get to this point. Sometimes, no matter what you or I plan to do, no matter what fire we put behind it, there are still things that take us away from it. And so for me, my mental health, the 7 inches between my ears, I have a big ass head. So for some of y'all, it may be 3 inches, so maybe 4 inches, but 7 inches. My mental health this year has really, really suffered in ways that I have not felt comfortable talking about. Things have happened out of my control that I have transferred into this, the excuses that I've told myself because of the mental health. This year, there's a time where I was at a park just simply walking my dogs, and within 5 minutes, I noticed there was an older white man 60 yards away pointing a rifle at me at a park that I'm walking at with my dogs that I go to all the time. The other day, I'm going to the store, and there's a man who's sitting on the curb, quiet. When I walk out of the store, after everything that's been going on with me personally the past few weeks, the man starts yelling, "Die, die, 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 die. I need you to die." In the workplace, when you're a Black male, dealing with issues of race, dealing with issues that mentally take you out of your element. These are the things that we deal with every day that we may not even talk about. And so the 7 inches to me, and I've shared this with someone before, in a relationship or when in courting, I can give you the 8, but I need focus on the 6. The 6 is where I'm struggling. And so I wanted to frame the rest of this conversation and dialogue around the idea that no matter what goals and what things that you set up to do in your life, no matter what things that you want to do, if mentally we are not healthy, if mentally we are not doing things to serve our mental muscle, then we are not being effective. And so I want to pose this next question.
Xavier.
Yes.
Before you jump to your next question, I would love to get some of the responses in the chat, and I can.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Let's hear what some other people had to say here. Let me go back to the top where I saw.
Thank you, Jim.
I think the first one was Chantel, who said she would say to herself, "I have time to get to it." We have Teresa Scott, who said, "I can't handle it."
John, can I say while you read? Can I say something about the first one? I'll have time to get to it.
Of course,
Yeah.
please.
So I'll have time to get to it. There's many things that we were given control over when we were created in this world. However you feel like we came in, we all have free will. We all have control over our attitude and effort. But one of the things that no one has been granted control over is time. Time is not something that we manage. You don't manage time. You can't take 30 minutes here and then move them in earlier the day. What you're managing is task, right? So you can move a task, but you can't shift the time. So when you're telling yourself, I don't have time to do it, that goes into one of the 7 P's and the excuses and the lies that we're telling ourselves. Because is it the time that we don't have to do it, or is it the way we are prioritizing and managing our tasks that's really the issue? And for me, it's the latter. It's how I'm prioritizing the tasks and how I'm managing how they fit into my schedule in terms of what it is and who it is that I want to be. If I want to be a man of integrity and a professional in the field of service, I know that I cannot operate daily around certain people in a certain space, right? So I love that Chantel brought that out, because that's something we tell ourselves daily. I still even use that language, but I catch myself now because I'm aware that time is not something that I manage, that everyone has the same 24 hours in a day.
Okay, for clarity though, and that's also very valuable, of course, but she gave the opposite, which was, I will have time. I'll have time to get to it. No, I wouldn't, I will.
Yeah.
And go ahead, please.
Sorry, I think it was framed as that was one of the excuses that she tells herself, right? Like, I'll have time to get to it, right? When it's actually, you know.
I don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I thought this was a very interesting comment here. This one came, find it again. This one came from Nija, and Nija said, get to it really quick. Nija said, I told myself it was a rough time and I deserve to give myself the gift of binge watching countless series of TV.
Can you read that one more time, please? Because I heard a couple buzzwords.
Okay. I told myself it was a rough time and I deserve to give myself the gift of binge watching countless series on TV.
I love that, because that sounds like some things that I've told myself many times. There's a word and a phrase in here that stuck out. It was deserve, and it was told myself, right? And oftentimes what we feel like you deserve is based on what you tell yourself, right? And so in the moment of the tasks and the time, in the moment of the tasks that we're trying to manage, or the failures that we may experience daily, we can say, you know what, it has been such a long fucking day. It is like I'm tired of family passing away. I'm tired of people at work doing this. I'm just tired of it, right? So you know what, I deserve a break. I deserve to sit my ass in here and just watch some Netflix and just do absolutely nothing. That's what I deserve. But you also understand that is what you in your silo are telling yourself, right? In that moment, understand that there are times where we do deserve to sit, relax, watch Netflix, and do that. But we also have to understand too that when we're dealing with the 7 inches between your ears, things that mentally impact us, whether that's depression, whether that's anxiety, whether that's worry, all those things also impact what we tell ourselves. So when I'm experiencing a very low phase of vibrations, I'm not telling myself when I get up in the morning that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I'm not waking up telling myself that no man or woman will ever tell me that there's something I cannot do. I'm not waking up telling myself that today is the day that I choose to have a good day and that no one will interrupt my energy. When you're mentally in a very off space, what you tell yourself and what I tell myself every day, I deserve to sit, just sit and watch the game, and that's what I deserve. So just be mindful of what you tell yourself, the space that you tell the space you're in when you tell yourself these things, and then be aware of what you're telling yourself that you deserve.
Awesome. I want to read one more, and this one is a little bit more optimistic than the earlier ones. And Wendy Pierre said, actually, I got more done during the shut-in, and I ignited my creativity because my energy was concentrated on staying occupied in the house.
Yep.
It also prompted me to examine my relationship and make important decisions.
And thank you, Wendy, for bringing that in, because what you brought in is what this pandemic has done in every facet to many different professions and fields and people. Here's what I mean. In my profession, in education, what I've noticed, and what you all may notice as parents, I have 4-legged animals. I don't have humans yet. But what I will say is this: what we're noticing is that there are some students who are straight A students when they're in the building, because they have that kinesthetic capacity and desire to learn by being in person, to look at the teacher's mouth, right? But that same straight A student who was in person at times now doing virtually may be failing, because their way of communicating, their way of sharing, exchanging energy in the classroom is not the same, right? But does that mean we just give up and say, you know what, I deserve to take a break because I've been a straight A student my whole life? No. That means this is a situation that we have, and we're going to make the adjustments to do what was necessary. And it sounds like for Wendy, the pandemic has created the environment that she may have already thrived in before the pandemic. So what that may mean for her is, when all this is over, for her, she may understand, you know what, this time alone is my space. I may not work well in big rooms or libraries. I may need to go to a cubicle, right? So it's taking these experiencing and really internalizing them in such a way where you're reflecting on your behaviors and how it will change afterwards. So it sounds like Wendy figured out that this works for her. Some people, it did not. So thank you, Wendy.
Yeah, there's so much in the chat to respond to, but I know it's we have like 10 more minutes left in the session, and I know you have a few other questions, so you can decide how you want to move forward, if you want to volley with the chat or just continue with your planned program as you have it.
Yeah, so I've actually been embedding things with the questions, and so and the comments. So this actually works, and I actually want to talk more about what I'm reading as well, because these people are, I mean, y'all are just on fire.
Okay, perfect.
I love it.
So let's go to another comment here from Candace. It says, my mental health was challenged this year as well. I screamed it out in the park. I jog virtually every day. I meditated. I joined BTT to get balance. And if you don't mind, let's invite Candace to
Yeah,
share that
I would love that.
directly. Candace, would you be open to coming on and speaking with us?
Morning, family.
Good morning, Candace.
Yeah, the pandemic was a real challenge for my entire family, and I knew that I needed some tools in order to kind of move forward, and had been working on that previously. But then this crisis occurred for everyone, and trauma, and some of the things that we did actually virtually saved, literally saved my life, like running to the park to exercise, even though very few people were outside and we were mostly inside. But for 1 hour a day, we went outside, did a workout, and then came back in. Journaling. Thankfully, I joined this group. And so those things really helped me cope and be able to be active and plan towards the future and take action despite the pandemic occurring. So there were some, it wasn't all terrible. There's some good things that are flourishing out of this moment of isolation. I now see that just like the flowers outside look particularly full in themselves, I see that I'm also beginning to bloom.
Thank you for that. I love the way you framed it, because it just speaks to the truth of sometimes we have to. Sometimes it's truly in our silence, not in our silence, in our isolation, where we become more aware of what we've been missing. Whether that's sitting still and just looking to your right and being like, you know what, I've never looked at that flower like that before, or looking in the sky, being like, you know what, I look at my phone so much, I haven't looked up in the sky randomly in 5 years. So I'm so glad that you brought that into this space, because it speaks to the level of awareness that I think this pandemic has really allowed us and forced us to feel. And so now it's what do we do with this level of awareness, this new level of awareness that we have now, knowing now that working out and taking those walks are what feed you. How now is that going to extend into your daily life beyond this pandemic? Right. And so that's kind of where I am now. Yes, I'm on here, giving the conversation and things, but there are things right now when I get off, when I get off of here and it's all said and done, I will still have the same struggles. Right. But because of what you just said, learning what works for you, I'm now able to reset myself quickly. And I hope that for you, you continue to do what you've realized works for you and share it with others.
Thank you. I have full intention of doing so.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Xavier, our next comment comes from our admin, Charmaine, who is moderating Facebook today. And that comment is, I told myself that 2020 is the year for vision and that I need to prepare myself for 2021. I began the process of personal development.
One of the first things I heard was just, I told myself that 2021 is my year, right? What I heard was, what did your 2020 say about your 2021, right? Like, did your 2020 say, my 2021 is going to be great? And did you say, sorry, did my 2020 say, you know what, my 2021 is going to be mediocre? But inside you were like, you know what, it's going to be awesome. And so what I heard was something that I had to discover for myself, which was the results of what actually did happen and what I actually did and didn't do. Is that what aligned and set me up for success in 2021? If it did not, then we're doing what most people are doing, what we most likely are doing on New Year's, which is, this is going to be my year, right? Jesus, Lord, this is my year. I'm manifesting blessings, all the energy, all these things. And so that was something that stuck out to me, was the notion of, I'm telling myself this is my year, but also on realizing the other side of it is how has my actions informed what my year will look like? How has my actions informed what my next day looked like? And so I'm really glad to bring that in. But I know that was the second half to what you said.
Awesome. Let's get one more here from Zakia. She said, my mental health has been an increasing challenge for close to 2 decades. Woo, which, as we all know, was conceived during the pandemic, has been instrumental in my getting better. I've come a long way. However, I've been so far down that I still have a very long way to go. Thank you for sharing what, oh, that goes on to a comment to Wendy. So stop there and have you respond to that one.
I'll be honest. I read that one and I wanted to skip over it because so though anyone in this on here that knows me well knows that lately mental health and the struggles and the you that you are versus the you that you've become as a result to what happens to you is sometimes the most difficult part of it all. And I just felt some of the pain and some of the residuals of what I feel when I read this message, because when I tell you that lately, the nights where you wake up and you don't know why as a man you're waking up in tears, right? When you lose interest in things that you've always had an interest in, when your conversation and your ability to connect has shifted in ways that you never thought. When you wake up and just your daily thoughts and that daily fire that's been in you since birth, it starts to dim a little bit. And so as I was reading this, that is exactly what I was thinking about. And I want to encourage you so much to get the help that you need, whatever that looks like for you. If that is time to yourself, if that is what I do, which is reading and resetting myself, or doing what Wendy or someone else said, which is working out. But it's so important right now to find something different that you haven't done before, because clearly what you and I have been doing has not worked, right? I've dealt with this since high school, and I learned to self-manage and got out of the habits, but it's creeped its way back in. So if that's something that even in this group that I've created, these are the sort of things that we can talk about and share daily, because it's not something that's going to go away.
Absolutely, Xavier. You were wrong for coming here for 30 minutes, Xavier. It's 7:29 right now, and you sucked me in this topic the moment you described what the 7 inches were. And we need you to do a 90-minute session. We need to have more men here in this conversation. And I love it, man. Mental health is absolutely the most important thing to us all. We're going to take a few more minutes to wrap up your session. I can already see you need that. And we've had a few hands raised.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say that because I didn't.
Paul, if I may,
Stacey.
Xavier, you said something to my comment that there's a 2-part to it, and the 2-part is now that I'm moving back in the world, because I've been quarantined before quarantine even started. I look after a 75-year-old woman who is chronically ill. I'm with a 24/7, 365. And now that I've found someone that can help me with her, and I'm now coming back into the world, I am freaking paranoid. I'm so afraid. I mean, I traveled for the first time on a plane to come to Atlanta to see my kids because I have not seen them in a year and a half. And I was so damn paranoid to see so much people in the airport, people with no mask on.
Yeah.
Do people not know that this freaking virus is going? Is this plane going to be able to, is this plane going to land? Am I going to keep the, how am I going to drink with the mask on? I thought they said we have to keep the mask on the plane. How am I going to go through TSA with this mask on? Are you telling me to take the mask off and expose myself to pus? I mean, I am like so freaking paranoid. I'm looking at people in Atlanta and they wide open. They walking all over the place, the grocery stores with no mask on. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Is
So
this the world that we are in?
I want you to do something for me. Because I can feel literally the anxiety that you walked in the airport with, right? So I want you to do something for me. I want you to close your eyes, right? I want you to imagine yourself, and I'm going to just paint a very simple picture, but to imagine yourself just on a beach, and you are just in the sun, laying comfortably. There's actually no one else on the beach. It's just you. You have your headphones in. You can hear you can feel the sun. The music that's playing in your headphones right now is so soothing that it releases and removes any anxiety that you're feeling. Whatever song and whatever music that you're listening to while you're at this beach, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to just think about what song that is. And when you're ready, I want you to tell me what song that is.
Don't Worry by Bob Marley.
Don't worry. Okay. So what I've, one of the things that I have to do till this day, staff know it, they've known it, when I started working, all those anxieties and those things that you described, I knew I knew it right away, which is why I knew exactly what I would do. And so here is why I did that exercise. That song, I would highly suggest you when you're in those moments and in those spaces, just have that song in your ear, and create that space, that safe space within you, to make sure that nothing around you impacts the 7 inches between your ears, right? Because that's really where it all is. No one's physically touching you. No one's physically throwing COVID bottles or COVID bombs at your face or anything like. I don't even know what that shit would look like. But anyway, it's all in your head. That doesn't mean it's not valid, but it means because it's in your head, you have control over that. So so one way to mitigate the anxiety, one way I have to mitigate the anxiety, and it may be something for you, is the music that moves me and the talks. I listen to those things on repeat. Anyone knows me know they think I'm crazy sometimes because I would listen to songs so much. So I would challenge you to find those things in an audible way that you can walk with daily until you kind of re-engage with the world in a very comfortable way to where you don't have to do those things, but it's going to take some time.
Thank you.
I know I was late on your spotlight, Charmaine. I was so involved in what you were saying. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, what you said was so real. I mean, that's not talked about enough. Just getting back into, into this world. Stacy had a question, and Teresa, they had their hands up for a while, and I wanted to get to them. I know we're a little over.
Grand Rising, how are you, King?
I'm well, Queen. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising. Hi, everyone. So, well, let me sit up. I have a question because I came in like 8 minutes after. I don't know if you put the 7 P's in the chat, but I was like, I got to have these 7 P's. Like, what's the 7 P's? And
well, I can tell you it's not one word repeated 7 times. It's not one P word that's repeated 7 times.
Oh, well, did you even give it out? That's what I should ask.
I did. Yes,
oh,
I
okay.
did. It's piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance.
Are you in the military? Are you from the military?
I'm not.
Okay, that sounds like something my aunt taught me, and she's a ex-sergeant.
Yeah.
One more time. Give it to me one more time.
Piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance.
Poor preparation promotes piss poor performance.
Yep.
So
shout
good.
out to the bros who make sci fi. The extension of that is piss poor performance promotes pain. Yep. So again, there's an extended version, but that shortened version I think is really it's really what gets it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank
And
you
looking
for bringing that
forward
in.
to seeing you come back, because you will. So thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. And I will come with more men, and we will be armed and ready to talk about the 7 inches and 7 P's.
Yes.
Teresa, you wanted to. There was something you had for us. Thank you, Stacey.
Yes, I just want to tell you thank you for that what you did with Miss Charmaine. I was literally just started crying. I was like, wow, it was so relaxing. And I have been struggling mentally a lot the last couple of months. But even in the midst of my struggle, I the one thing that I struggled the most was being by myself. Like, not being able to be around people, and because I'm 62, and they would suggest that you stay, inside as much as possible. So which I did. So that was very challenging.
Yeah.
But in being by myself, I started enjoying myself more and loving on myself more. So that was a great thing. But physically it has been, challenging lately. My body's been fighting against me. And, I was very angry. I think I was angry with God, myself, a lot of people. And
Yeah.
just recently I just started like coming out of it. And so I feel a lot better now. And I feel like I have a tool to work with, that the physical sickness. I think what happened too was that what it did was that it gave me a push. Like I was saying to myself, I can't, like I was having problems getting to bed at night. So I had to call my neighbor, but I had to wait until they come, maybe sometime 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I'm exhausted by that time.
Mhm.
But I sat up and I got an attitude of gratefulness of having someone to help me get into bed. So it actually kind of changed from that self-pity thing to like, well, Teresa, just look at it, think at least you got someone help you.
Yeah.
There's someone who might not came and get into bed at all, and they don't even have a bed to get in. So it just changed my whole perspective. So then I started getting stronger, and I was able to get into bed by myself again at night. So I felt good. So I would text the person like, "Hey, I'm in the bed. Thank you, I love you." And so we just having like a dialogue back. Because she was saying if I need her to call, but lately the last couple, like the last 4 days, I haven't need the help. I
Mhm.
thought I did, but then I was able to get in the bed, maneuver myself to get in. But just being in that state was really challenging mentally, that I have to get someone to take care of me to that degree was mentally too much. But when I changed my mindset, it became better. So I think what happens, like you said, is that when you change your mindset about even a rough situation, it changes the whole atmosphere of it. When you start becoming, I started thinking about the grateful things of having someone to help me,
Yeah.
being able to be in a position that I wasn't such a nasty neighbor or so mean to her,
Wow.
that she was willing to come to my house and help me. She wasn't worried about, like she was like literally just pick me up, and I weigh a lot, and she would just literally pick me like I was a piece of feather. And I was like, damn, like this girl, and she was like, no problem, anytime you need it. And one night she forgot, and it was late when I got into bed, but I still was able to get into bed. So I just started, like picking, like pulling myself up out of the place that I was in mentally, and started saying, girl, you strong, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it. And I was able to do it. So, it's like when I was telling myself I couldn't do it, I couldn't do it. But then when I started telling myself, you have no choice right now because you don't have the help. So you have to get in the bed. You got to figure this out. And I was able to figure it out. But it was like, as long as I was saying I can't do it, then I couldn't do it. And thank you so much for bringing this piece. And you do need to come back with some other
Abs-
brothers talking about this. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I
Oh,
and
and can you put the link for your WhatsApp? What's the
yeah.
name of your WhatsApp chat? How do I find it? What is it under?
Yep. So the chat will be posted again in the
I
sorry,
wanted
the
to
link will be
add
posted in the chat, and it's also on the Facebook post from yesterday.
I want
Oh, okay. I
Xavier,
missed yesterday.
It's okay.
no problem. Xavier, please let me interject. The WhatsApp chat is for our background communication. What you're referring to directly is just the Facebook. They can go to Facebook and interact with us. The WhatsApp is just for us as admins and to support you.
Oh, what I think she may be referring to is a WhatsApp group that I created yesterday.
Okay, I missed that. I apologize then.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so I just posted it in the chat. So you have it there. Teresa, what I wanted to say is first and foremost, I am adding you to my personal prayer list in terms of health and wellness. And I am glad to hear the progress that you've made physically, but also mentally. It seems like your level of awareness of the benefits and the positive things going around you is really increased. And I think that's what has allowed you to do what you said you've been doing, which is now you're telling yourself these positive things and impactful things when you're feeling a certain way, and you're sort of pulling your own self up by your bootstraps and saying, you know what, not everybody has it. Sorry, there's some people who has it worse than me. I can do this. I can get the help I need, and now that I'm doing it, this is what I need to do. So I want to encourage you to continue telling yourself these positive things. And the final piece I want to leave you with is this. As you started talking, I typed it in, standards versus goals. What I want to also challenge you to is to create some new standards in your life, not goals. Like a goal can be, you know, I have a goal to write a book in a year. If I have a standard of writing 4 paragraphs every day, no matter what happens, as a byproduct of my new standards, it'll probably happen in a year. So what I want to challenge you to do specifically is this. Now that you're in the process of telling yourself the positive things, and now you're in the process of being aware of all the blessings and things that you actually do have, write down the things that you will daily tell yourself. Write down those affirmations so that there's some consistency in what you wake up telling yourself. I am healthy. I am well. I am coming out of this. You know, like those are the things that I want you to write down. You can post it in on your wall or wherever you go to daily. But that is a new standard that I want to push you to, because it sounds like the 7 inches between your head is where it started, and you realize that, and now you're going to a much higher place.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Such a powerful session. We're now at 7:42. Do you want to share your special offer with the community?
Yes. Thank you. So the special offer is a $25 gift card, an Amazon gift card that will be immediately sent. And the only thing that I need from you after we do the drawing is to send me a private chat with your email address. And I ask that you please send it immediately, just so we can make sure that we get the proper follow-up.
Okay. I already have your winner. Your number was number 11. And lucky number 11 is, drum roll, Marie Lovell. Marie, are you willing to accept this offer? Could you come on and verbally acknowledge? I saw her, I didn't hear her. We didn't hear you, Maria, but I think I saw you popped in for a second.
Listen, I'm gonna give my offer to Zakia, if it's okay.
That is absolutely okay, as long as you accept it.
Awesome. Zakia, could you please accept?
Thank you, Marie. Thank you. And thank you, Xavier. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you could please send me a private chat with your email address, I'll go ahead and get that to you.
Yes, sir.
Here's your contact. You can contact Xavier here. Xavier, could you verbally read your contact?
Yes. You can reach me on Facebook at Xavier.Beckwith, Instagram Xavier.Beckwith, and Gmail xbeckwith@gmail.com. And also, we're posting the link to the WhatsApp group chat as well. Please join that if you're interested.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. I'll take it from here, Xavier. And before I go here, because we jump right into your special offer, but I'm gonna, at this point, I'll let you say your final words or anything that may be necessary for you to close this session. So I'll go back to you.
Just a heartfelt thank you for the vulnerability of you all and your attentiveness and engagement. Like I said in the post, I truly believe that this is an impactful platform that Shani created, and that, down to the admin team, all those that are invested. This is an amazing platform, and as you probably can see, even when I don't want it, you can see the growth and development probably on the screen. So having to keep my emotions in check and those things. So just know that this is real for me, as I know that it's real for you. So thank you all for this opportunity and for your engagement. And I really look forward to continuing in the group chat.
Okay. One more thing before we go, to complete the session. I've noticed that Terry's hand was raised when we were going through the process of raise hands that we never got to. Terry, could you come off mute and share, or would you like us to move forward?
I'll share real quickly. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Xavier.
Good morning.
The
Good morning.
first thing I wanted to say is thank you to you for taking time to come and share with us this morning, while you too are on your own journey when it comes to your mental health. That takes a lot of courage, and I just wanted to acknowledge that, particularly for a Black brother. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
The
you.
pandemic for me actually created a new life, a new birth. Woo is one of those things. It opened up a whole, I prayed for more forward-minded people, people who want to be better, and that happened. Woo is one of those things. I have met women and men like yourselves that I may not have met otherwise. Um, I've opened myself to a whole new virtual world and new learning, that I am so ecstatic about. I am pressing myself to move into new areas that I probably would not have done so. So I am extremely grateful. It also created a barrier that I was needed because I was dealing with a lot of negativity and racism at the job. So it actually took me from having to interact in that negative environment every day so that I could balance it better because I ended up working from home. So I just wanted to say thank you to you and thank you to the Woo community for being so supportive.
Awesome. 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 Thank you so much, Terry. And with that said, I'd like to say to our family and friends out there to come back. Come back. This community is such a powerful, necessary force to reckon with within the world. And we are that community, which makes us a powerful force to reckon with. We have amazing facilitators like Xavier who brought such this needed subject today. You know, I've been on this journey for a while, and I'm grateful for the community and all of the facilitators. We invite you back on Tuesday to join us. We have a session facilitated by Dion C. Monsanto, and her topic is let's reimagine spring cleaning physically, mentally, and financially. It's we continue this mental health discussion this week. And on Wednesday, for another 30-minute session. Tomorrow is 90 minutes, and Wednesday is a 30-minute session facilitated by Rev. Niamo Nancy, and her topic is the Declaration of the International Black Summit, Inc. We invite you back. We want you to invite your family and friends. Bring everybody you know here. Let's build, let's grow, let's expand. And with that said, I want to welcome any new members and all new members that may be in our space, whether you are here for the first time today to support Xavier, or whether you're just here for your first week or first month, or maybe you joined this year in 2021. We want to welcome you. Post in the chat, in a Zoom space, in Facebook. Let's get this conversation going. Let's take this community and let's take it worldwide. I see it as international. You know, I had a friend yesterday tuned in from Africa. I'm not sure what country he was in, but you know, we all know people. We here virtually, and we know people all over the spectrum, all over the globe. You know, reach out and invite a friend. And when they get here, let's welcome them. Our community is great at doing that, sharing the love. Uh, let's go on to the next slide. And the next slide is our schedule. And many of you may know this, Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, our 90-minute session from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and a 30-minute session like today from 7 to 7:30. Sometimes we go over when it gets a little juicy, like we did today, is absolutely necessary. And we want you to feel the full message and feel completion when you're here. So come and join us, family, and represent. We want you to get the gear. We have Woo Swag. You can find that at bit.ly/Woo Swag. And it's designed by yours truly. We are expanding it. We have the logo pictured here on mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, face masks, and many more to come. So we ask you to join the community, support, and stay in touch. You can do that by registering bit.ly/Wake Up Movement. And you can register for our Facebook community, bit.ly/Woo Community. We are on Instagram at Wake Up Everybody Virtual. You can find us on YouTube, bit.ly/Woo on YouTube. And again, email us info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. Woo needs you. We're looking for admins and facilitators to share this message. You know, some of us don't even know what we have to offer until we are in a community where people are offering up gifts, showing up that you don't even know you have. And talents and gifts are different. I'm a talented artist, but I'm a gifted, inspirational, transformational coach. And that is something I discovered while being here on Woo. We help you unlock, discover your gifts and all your talents. Come here, share with us, and we encourage and we look forward to having you. At this moment, Woo family, I'm going to ask you guys to do what we do best here on Woo, and that is our love shower. Share the love, share the blessings. I'm going to go take that screen share down. Charmaine, take us to gallery view and let us love shower. Share the love shower with Xavier for this
Thank you,
amazing.
Xavier.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
You,
thank
Thank
you.
you,
Xavier.
Xavier.
Thanks,
Thank Thank you. you. Thank Thank you.
Xavier.
Thank you.
Thank
amazing
you.
Thank you, thank
conversation.
you,
You
thank you.
rock.
Really
Thank you.
necessary.
You
Thank
gotta
you for
send
being
me
You
brave
are
and
right in
courageous.
the
Understanding
nick
other
Thank you
of
for
every
perspectives,
coming
minute.
other
forward.
ways to
Thanks
ways
for
to
being
think
tell
You are
about
open.
right
things.
in
Thanks
this
for
I
minute.
leading.
thank
The
you,
best way to start
I
our
am
day.
impressed. I am
Thank you,
blessed.
thank you,
very
thank you.
Thank you
interesting.
very much.
Bless you and thank you
Continue to
for
do
healing.
what you
Love,
do.
Thank
love,
you.
love,
Your goodness.
Continue to do
Going,
what you
healing,
do.
Thank you.
going
healing for everyone.
in us all.
Remember
It
for those
is a
17
team
minutes.
view.
Healing,
We thank you
sending
for
love,
doing what you're doing.
Tide lifts all
sending
boats.
Such
We're
joy,
all in
amazing,
this
sending
together.
amazing
love.
presentation.
Oh, yes.
Amen.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr.
Sending love to everyone.
Thank you all.
Sending love to
Yes,
everyone.
Thank you, Xavier, for
Sending
leading.
love, sending
Needed
love.
this morning.
Love to y'all.
I'm on my journey, and you just
Mwah.
reflected the ways in
Adam,
which I
sending
can
love, family.
progress and move forward,
Sending love. What's up,
even during this
917?
pandemic.
Sending love to y'all.
We move forward together.
Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Mwah,
Xavier.
mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thank
Sending
you.
love
Much
to
love.
y'all.
Yes.
Love, we got love.
Keep leading. Keep leading, my brother. Keep leading.
I need you.
Keep
I
leading.
needed it so much
You
today. Thank you
Keep
all
need
so much.
leading. We need you. We
all
needed you.
a part
We poured
of
in because you
God's
poured into us.
body.
Continue to
Stand
pour.
with me.
Continue to bless.
Agree with
Continue to
me.
receive. You
We're
deserve and we
all
deserve
a
each
part
other.
of
Thank you,
God's
Xavier.
body. It
Thank you for
is
the
our
light.
will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive.
Thank
Are
you, beloved. Thank you.
important to me. I need you to survive.
We need you. You need us all to
Yeah,
survive.
you are important to me, everyone. I need you to survive. Yes.
You are important to us. Thank you. Thank you.
All of us, we all need to survive. We are important. Yes.
Yes.
Each other.
You are
Yeah,
connected.
look
You
at that. Look
earthly.
at that.
You
Yes.
gotta
And you
recognize.
are
You gotta recognize.
Recognize.
important to me. I need you to survive.
Have a beautiful day, everybody.
Yeah,
Happy
you
Memorial
are
Day.
You, Xavier. That's
important
me
to
too.
me. I
Blessings,
need
leader.
you
Blessings, leader.
to survive.